Hello, everyone.
Hello, everybody. We are wearing the same thing as the last episode from last week.
I'm just wearing a different white T-shirt every time. How come you're wearing the same shirt as
Oh,
me?
I thought that's what we were doing. Wow, you're changing shirts?
I'm changing
Oh,
shirts every time.
you're not committed, which is what we're going to talk about going into this marriage. Is it worth it? Is
So
it
we
worth
got
it?
two ends of the stick right here. We got a guy who's married.
Two ends of the stick? I've never heard of that expression. Did you just make that up?
We create words over here.
Oh,
We
we're
create
stupidly
words.
brilliant.
Yeah. So you got a guy who's married and a guy who's not married. So one guy is actually for it, and I guess one guy is basically kind of opposed to it.
Yeah, I mean, all right, we'll put this into perspective here. We're talking about marriage as a whole.
We're talking
I
about
would
marriage.
agree with you. Marriage in America or these Western societies where it's like a contract where you get this much, I get this much, you take half my shit, you
Yeah,
get this.
so actually, yeah. So let's break down the contract part, I guess, so to say, of the marriage.
Yeah, yeah.
So let me ask you this. Let's say you work your fucking ass off by the age of 18. You work, you save all this money, you invest, whatever. You basically work your ass off. You don't party, you don't basically even enjoy your 20s at all. All you did was grind it out until you made a successful business, buy a house. Then you decide to get a liability. I mean, get married. Okay, and it doesn't work out. And she's basically entitled to get half of everything that you worked for. So that's not called an asset, my friends. That's called a liability. An asset is basically something that is basically in your favor, basically a house, land, gold, stocks, something that you have that basically attains some type of value. A liability is basically a car. Potentially, you can crash it. It decreases in value. It's not the best thing to have. So, Yosef, you tell me, does it seem fair that you can get married to someone and basically they're entitled to take half of everything and ruin your life?
No, I actually totally agree with you at that point. That's what I
Okay.
was trying to get at. Like in American societies, in these kind of societies, it's all about the contract, and it favors women so much more than it would favor
In
the
other
men.
states too, I believe.
Yeah, lots of states,
Not,
lots of
not, not
countries,
states, not states. Many other countries, I believe, is
countries. Yeah,
women can take half.
we're
There
stupidly
was
brilliant.
actually there was, it's funny because people are like, oh man, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? This guy went and killed his ex wife's boyfriend or some shit like that. This guy's a psycho. So there's actually I have a friend who told me the story where basically he his ex wife took the house and she basically lives there with her now boyfriend and like their kids, not their kid, but the original husband and the ex-wife. They had kids, and the kids are staying with the mom. So every weekend, the dad goes to the house that he gave to the wife, basically, to pick up the kids. And her now boyfriend opens the door and say, "What do you want? Get out of my house." And this guy basically worked his ass off to get that house. And the woman gets it. Not only when the woman gets it, basically the new boyfriend 2 months after they break up moves in and gets that house. And
Yeah,
you
it's a
tell me
shame.
why this man gets so jealous and so crazy, and they end up going on like a crazy rant where they just want to kill someone.
Yeah,
Just
it's
it's
all
not
this
the right
built
thing to
up
do.
anger,
But
and it's like the way they built up society. The man is just becomes a slave to the family. He has to do all this, put in the work, and then at the end of it, if she feels just a little bit of discomfort, you can get a divorce, and it's not that hard, especially here. It's not that hard to get a divorce, and she can leave with half his stuff
yeah.
or more, his
And,
kids.
and we're not even talking about see, this is why we call it stupidly brilliant because I'm fucking going through a stupid moment. But what is it called? Child support. Child
Yeah,
support. I feel
child
like if you
support.
have
You
a
got to
kid,
pay child support,
not only that.
and
Well, no. I feel like any guy. Look, if you have a kid, that's your kid. You wanna take care of them. So I feel like child support. I feel like most guys, if you love your child, it's not a problem. You want to take care of your kid. Child support's like whatever. But just let's leave kids out of it. But a woman basically takes half your shit. Is it really worth it? Is it really worth it? Not only potentially the house, half your money, half all your assets, the business. They can take potentially your business. Let's say, Yosef, if you own a business, right? Let's say you own a car dealership. Basically, you go to court, you get a divorce. Your ex-wife is now entitled to half your car dealership. She doesn't even know how to go inside your business and run anything. She doesn't even know how to negotiate. She doesn't even know how to work the computer. She never made one sale, but she's entitled to half the business that you built. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, it's terrible. I mean, like I said, it's one-sided to women. I wouldn't get in a society that we live in why, especially if you're not religious. If you're not religious and you don't really care about any of that kind of stuff, getting married to me is pointless because really your life now, if you're not religious, is based on pleasure and gaining as much as you can. And so why limit yourself to one person when
So we talked about the contract side, what you may potentially lose financially to women. Now let's talk about you and me had this argument before where basically if you love a woman, you basically show it by marrying her, correct? So you basically said in order to prove to a woman that you love her is basically by marrying her. There's no deeper commitment that you can make to her by showing that you love her.
Yeah, it's about
committing.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's put a scenario up. Let's say my girlfriend and your wife one time, their car broke down in the rain. It's middle of the night. She calls me, your wife calls you. She says, "Hey babe, I'm stuck." She calls me, "Hey babe, I'm stuck," or whatever. You say, "I'm tired, get a taxi." I'm just pointing some example. I say, "Okay, I'm going to be down over there. I'll come take care of you." Let's say another time your wife is sick, my girlfriend's sick, they're both on the couch. You got to go to work, I go to work. You tell your wife, just lay down, you'll be fine. I got to go to work. I say, "You know what? I'm going to call out. I'm going to take care of you today." Okay. Financially, I worked my ass off. You work your ass off. We both take care of them, whatever, and stuff like that. But over time, let's say, this is just an example. She comes home after a tired day. You're like, "Go make me some food." My girlfriend comes home from a tired day. I'm saying, "Oh, I'm gonna make you some food. You're tired. I'm gonna make you some food." So basically, I'm going above and beyond more than what you're doing, for example, right? But in your eyes, because you gave her a ring, you love her more. Is that what you're saying?
Nope, he totally misrepresented me. He's totally straw man, total misrepresentation of everything I just said. So first, if you're talking about if I was just
listen, tell me why.
Oh no, I'm telling you.
Go ahead.
Nice, you got the drop. Okay, so first of all, I totally agreed with the American contract side of things, right? Okay. So if I was one of those where it's all a contract, I'm not religious, yeah, you have a very valid point. But for us, for religious people, it's not about a ring. It's not because I gave her a ring or whatever. Okay. If we're married, yeah, we both have responsibilities towards each other, right? So my responsibility is, like we spoke on the other podcast, provider, protector, the breadwinner, get the money, take care of your own responsibility for the family. The woman has her own responsibilities within the house, housekeeping, raising the kids, etc. So we both have responsibilities toward each other. And it's not because of the ring. It has nothing to do.
The woman's responsible for the cleaning?
Responsible for housekeeping, like keeping the house together, whether it's cleaning, putting things together.
Yeah, it's nice.
So, she's responsible for these things. So you work together in this type of marriage, whether it's the ring or whatever you gave her. That has nothing to do with the marriage. The marriage is you're gonna help each other, work together, raise kids, and live in society together. It's not about material gain.
Because you give someone a metal object that they can wrap around their finger, you guys.
That's you putting your perspective on it because you're thinking more about material gains. But the way we think about it is not that. We're thinking more about family values, and the family values is sticking together, being married, being responsible for each other, and helping each other out within our home to build a happy home, as they call it.
Okay. Let me kind of put it like this. So, for example, it's much more easier for a boyfriend and a girlfriend to break up and go their separate ways versus someone who's married, correct?
Yes. Well, I
because
mean, what's breaking up really? You're just saying, oh yeah, well,
yeah,
I want to sleep with
versus
other people
okay,
now.
well, okay, well, same thing as divorce. I want to sleep with other people, but getting divorced is obviously much more difficult than breaking up. Correct? You got to go through
Yeah.
papers. It's a lot longer work. Don't you think someone who's just boyfriend and girlfriend have to show each other more respect, so to say, because it's much
Why?
more easier to walk out on them
Why?
versus a husband and wife
Why would a girlfriend or boyfriend need to do anything?
because they know at the end of the day you have to treat the other person with respect because or else they can just leave. There's no source of type of commitment yet. Versus if you have a husband and wife, it's like, well, we're married. It's this guy has to go through a lot of shit, divorce papers and stuff like that to leave me. He might lose half of everything. He's gonna think twice. I can kind of put him through hell a little bit.
Like, well, again, you're thinking of losing half your stuff. From my
No, no, no,
perspective, that
not
doesn't
that, not
happen.
that. But let's say from a female standpoint,
Yeah.
they're more likely to treat you like shit because it's like, okay, well,
I mean,
if
even
he wants to divorce me,
yeah,
think twice about it, pal. I can take half your shit.
yeah.
I feel
If
like
you
your girlfriend. Answer this kind of. Was your wife sweeter to you when you guys were boyfriend and girlfriend, or when you guys get married?
uh, yeah, definitely in the beginning and
Okay.
then at the end. The middle was rocky. Like right now, it's getting good.
Right now, it was getting good. So he sounds like it was bad
But
during
she's
the
more
middle.
like a woman now than she was before. Like before,
Oh, you're
she didn't
kind
know
of
how to.
making my point. When you guys were boyfriend or girlfriend, it sounded like it was a lot better. Like she treated you better.
No, no, no. Oh,
That's what
like
you.
no, I
She
like the way
did
she
treat
treats me
you.
now. No, you gotta mold them. Okay, woman, you gotta mold them. You gotta make them to the woman that you want them to be. You know, in the beginning, yeah, it's all about sweet and love. But then you kind of got sick of that. You want someone who's gonna be cooking, cleaning, taking care of the kids, and then the loving and the sexual things and all
Yes,
that put
but
together.
getting married isn't going to make. Uh,
Yeah, because it shows you're committed. You show you're committed. I'm stuck to you. We're gonna help each other improve for each other. Like when you're in a boyfriend and girlfriend, you're together, but you're really helping each other improve for other people. Maybe who knows? Because you're not in committed. You're only
if
helping each other
you
improve for themselves.
Yeah, but if you love someone, why would a piece of paper saying that you guys marriage are basically married validate that even more?
It doesn't. Who's saying
You
it does?
so
So,
what's the point of getting married a lot of times?
like I said,
Besides because a lot of times people want to get married as a guy basically to have your name to carry on your last name. So if
okay,
you even if you don't get married, you have kids. That kid's typically going to carry your last name. So really,
true.
why carry the risk of someone potentially taking half of everything you have if something goes wrong?
Well,
Uh,
okay, you just keep bringing up the half of the stuff. In my perspective, that doesn't happen if you're religious to get married the religious way.
well,
So
if you get married, what's the difference? If you get married in a religious way, is it more because you love the person? So are you telling me people in the West don't love each other as much?
no,
Is
man, I'm not saying any of that. You're just putting like crazy words into my
what do
mouth. Like I
you're
never
saying
said that.
religion? What does religion make it different?
No, I'm saying in religion, if you get married in a religious way, there's no such thing as she takes half your stuff. That just doesn't happen.
So if Nancy divorces you right now, she doesn't take half of everything you got.
In my case, because I did it both ways, I made a mistake. Yeah, but if most religious people, if they're smart, they just go the way where it's just religious strictly. They don't involve government.
Wait, so if you don't involve government, you're technically not married by law.
Married by law? No, probably not. Which
I'm
wouldn't matter to us because all we care about is being married under God, right? So it doesn't matter
so
if the law
technically, you
recognizes.
guys, if you get married strictly by religion, technically, I guess under the eyes of the U.S., you're not really married.
Yeah, but who cares?
Why do you not want to go that route?
Why? Yeah, that's a way better route.
No, but why would you not want to get married both routes? Why would you not want to get married the logical, normal way that everyone gets married?
Logical? It's
Well,
not
not
logical at
logical.
all. Because the way we just said, how much it leads towards a woman. Why would you want to put that? I'm agreeing with you on that perspective. I would never get married in in an institution where it has these contracts and leads so much towards a woman, and it's not fair.
Okay, you did not say this shit before. You did not say
Yes, I
this.
have.
Before.
I've
No, you
always
did.
said this. You just don't
No,
listen
you
to
did
me.
not.
You never
No, you
listen.
did not.
Now
I'm
that now
not
that
gonna
we're
lie. I
face to
don't
face,
listen to
you
you,
can
but you
listen.
never did say that.
No, I did. I've always agreed with the American way is horrible. It demasculates the man and it gets women way too much power, which kills America because no one wants to get married anymore, and there's no more family values. And it's all about individuality. So looking at you, I don't blame you because you're not a religious person. So I would say do what you want. Like, it doesn't matter. If you're religious and you just want to get married the religious way, okay,
No,
cool.
even religious, I think it's idiotic. So, for example, my stepbrother, who's really religious, I met like his wife for the first time one time. I go to shake her hand. He's like, no, you can't
Yeah,
even.
don't do that. No.
And it's like, no, it's mine. It's my piece of property. It's
If you
my.
value something, are you gonna let everyone take it? And
It's
say,
shaking hand. No, the thing is you feel like a lot of religious people is like, oh, you're gonna have dirty thoughts about my wife. That's why you
no,
can't.
it's just about respect. That's
It's not about
you.
respect.
That's
It's
you
not
putting
about
too
respect.
much into
If
it.
you
It's
respect
about
someone, you
respect.
shake their hand.
No, you
That's what
don't touch
respect
them.
is.
Who made up shaking hands? Who said that that's a form of respect? That's just
So I
something
have a
that's made
question.
up
If you go to shake someone's hands and the guy smacks it down and walks away, you don't think that's disrespectful?
from a man. If you're gonna go touch another woman and that's not yours, someone else's wife,
Oh, I didn't know it was property. Yeah, okay.
it's not. I didn't say it's property. You're saying that.
Basically, treating
That's
is like,
evil. That's
don't
evil.
touch my pet. Don't touch my pet.
No,
It's
that's
not
what
right.
you're saying. That's what you're
No,
saying. No. So you would let people just look at your wife naked, look at your wife in bikinis. Yeah, you wouldn't care. Let her go to the
no.
clubs.
Why would she be naked? I mean, you had this argument before. You think it's like you feel bad if someone looks at your wife.
No, I'm protecting it. We were talking about
How are you
protection.
protecting? Okay, let's
If
get
a
into
man
it.
sees a girl in a bikini, is he more likely to harass her, or he's more likely to harass a woman covered up? Which one?
How harass by giving a compliment?
Harass? No, like yeah, like, oh, come over here, babe. Try to get at them.
Okay, but it's up to the woman.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Okay,
What do you mean up to the woman? Who's more likely to get harassed? The one who's more likely to get raped? The one in the bikini. Who's more likely
you
to?
breaking up rape like it's automatically like what is?
It's not automatically, but who's more likely? The one in the bikini. So why would you let your woman go out like that? It's about protection.
So why even have your significant other even have an Instagram or Facebook? Some guy can just be looking at
No,
her.
yeah. Why? Yeah,
So
I
why?
agree.
Go tell her to delete it right now. Go tell her to
Right?
delete it right now. Why even leave the house? Some guy can harass her. Why even leave the house?
Yeah, I'm saying
Right?
what's more likely. If you're covered up, it's way less likely, right? And they
Okay,
should
let me ask
leave
you
with the
this.
man.
Let me ask you this because we had this conversation
Except
before.
for
Which one
Rome,
do you find more attractive? A girl that's half naked or a girl that's fully clothed?
more attractive.
Which one turns you on more? Seeing a girl that's like half naked?
Of
You
course,
said
I think,
before.
yeah.
Or no, or do you said it before. These days, when you look at girls like half naked on Instagram all day, it doesn't even turn you on anymore. A girl that's fully clothed actually is more of a turn on.
It's like not like fully
So
clothed, like in a nun outfit. That's
no, just wearing regular clothes. Because the
okay.
imagination, you even said the imagination is more tempting.
Uh-huh.
So if she's has more clothes on, isn't that doing more like guys having more sinful thoughts?
Not
Like,
if you
damn,
can't
won't she
see
be like
anything.
more
Like
naked?
what the
So
Muslim women wear, right? They wear the hair covering, and it's very loose. I mean, that's not very
no,
attractive.
basically, the women they wear that because basically they think other guys are gonna have sexual fantasies about her, and it's not right.
Well, they're going to be checking them out and harassing them. You
Yeah,
just
but
said it's more. It's more likely.
the thing is, they have to find them attractive. It's like,
Okay, why would you let your woman out wearing whatever she wants, half her belly showing and booty
so
showing?
what? She's not cheating. She's not doing anything wrong.
Yeah, but other guys are looking at her.
I
And,
I went on her account one time and I've seen guys literally, even a female before, sending her message. Hey, what's up, mommy? Hey, beautiful. Hey, sexy. I
and you
didn't.
like that?
I like it. You listen. Let's be honest here. Let's be
No,
honest.
it's a simple question. Do you like it?
No, but be honest.
Okay, there you go.
No, but be honest. You want to be with a girl, or anyone wants to be with someone that other people wants.
No, I
No,
want to.
you
That's
want to be with someone that no one wants.
so okay. So you need other people to tell you that your woman is someone that you want.
No, but
Hadouken, Hadouken, Hadouken. Put the
no,
Hadouken. I
it's
don't need people to tell me my girl is pretty. I don't need people to tell me my girl's good enough for me. I don't need that. She's good enough. I don't need other people's opinions.
So why do people try to go for like the hottest girl in the room?
that's what's wrong with society. They always want to go for something better. I mean, we were speaking about this earlier, especially with social media nowadays. They always want to up more. So no one's satisfied, no one's committed, and this is why relationships fail. I mean, it all ties in together. They don't want to settle. They just want something even better. They're not settled with good enough. You should just have good enough, and that's good.
Listen, the whole world is an ego thing. They want to have the hottest car, they want to have the hottest girl and stuff
Most
like that.
people, yeah, you got to battle the ego.
You no
Can't
no
let
no.
the ego take control. That's
Said
weakness.
this. No no
Don't
no.
let the ego take
You
control.
said this before. You said this before that when you go to a family member's house, you always want to bring like the hottest girl. So your uncle's like, damn, that's what you got. You said it before.
Of
You
course,
said
you want to bring a good wife, a good girl. That's a very
no no no
important
no no.
thing.
That's not what you said. You want to bring like the hot girl, so everyone's like, damn, that's you. It's
Of course,
look. I'm not
you're
saying
not gonna bring an ugly girl, like of course.
no. I'm not saying it's right.
But
Okay.
you're saying you should always go for hotter and whatever.
No. I'm not saying it's right, but let's be real. If no one wants that person, how do I put
Good.
this?
That's it, man. You
Sorry,
got
you're not the
destroyed
one.
on that. It's over.
It's not a high value girl. It's not a high value woman.
Why?
You
High
want to be
value
with
is for
someone.
men. Women want high value men. You don't have to have a high value woman. It's like woman is it's only what we were talking about earlier. They have certain things that you that are attractive to men. We said that literally on the other podcast. There's only a few things men actually want from the woman. As long as they have those things, then you're fine. Why do you got to reach for the stars for that? It doesn't make sense.
Okay, do you agree that the more guys a woman sleeps with, the less attractive a woman is?
Well, what do you mean by like attractive? Like for marriage? Yeah, for like
Yeah.
you obviously want less. Yeah.
Okay, let's say all these guys are let's say you're talking to a girl and all these guys are like, yo, did you see Yosa's girl? I fucked her like 2 years ago. This other guy's like, damn, like she gave me a blowjob and shit like that. You're saying it doesn't matter what other people's opinions are. Will that affect you? Will that affect you? You're saying it wouldn't. It would not affect you what other people say who you like. So you
No,
answer me right now.
that's
You're
not what I
saying
said. You
you
said
just said it.
you said that you need people to validate and say, "Oh, she's so hot," and that will make you feel better, right?
No. But I say you want to be with someone that people want to be with.
Yeah, but I
Like
also
people,
said no. I
yes,
said,
but if people are saying like, so
but
if you're saying
that's exactly my point. She went with other people, and
okay,
I don't like that.
okay, hold on.
That's
So
what you would try to avoid in the first place.
let's say it doesn't matter to you if guys don't want that girl. If you want her, that's all that matters, right?
If guys don't want her,
You're
yeah, why would that
basically
matter? Yeah.
you're saying it doesn't matter. Okay, so
Yeah.
let's say what happened if guys do not want that girl. If they're saying like, "Damn, she's a slut. Damn, she's a hoe." Will those things affect you? If you still
No,
want
why
that
would I
girl.
care?
So if a guy is like, "Yo, she sucked my dick. I come all over her face." Blah blah
If she
blah.
lied to me about it, of course it will
No,
affect
she
me.
didn't lie to you. You just
She
you
told
never
me that
knew
I would have
about it.
never married her in the first place.
Let's say 2 years into the relationship, you really like her, and all of a sudden you found out. Is that going to affect you?
Yeah, it will affect me, of course. Why would I want other guys? That's the whole point.
Why
You
would
don't
that
want
affect
other
you?
guys. You don't want other guys to be sleeping with your girl, right? Do you
Look,
want
man,
that?
let's say you met her at the age
Do
of
you want
25.
that? Do you
Chances
want
are
it?
someone already nutted on her face if she's already 25. It just happens to know you happens to be the guy that nutted on
Exactly. You
her
don't
face.
want other
How does that
guys.
affect you?
To you would like that, it seems, because you want guys to like your girl. So to you, that probably make it exciting. Oh, you nutted my girl? Hell yeah, I got a good one here. Right? I mean, that's what you're saying. You're like,
No,
the
but
more
you're
guys like
basically
your girl. So you're saying if you, for you, it must be like the more she sleeps with, the higher her value. Is that
no.
true?
I'm basically saying if you're saying it doesn't matter, if you're saying it doesn't, if you're saying it doesn't matter if guys don't find that girl attractive, if they don't want her, or if they do want her, it doesn't play an opinion if you like the girl or not, right? You're basically saying other people's opinions doesn't matter. Is basically what you're saying. correct?
Their opinions, yeah, opinions don't
Okay.
matter. Yeah.
So if they're saying like not an opinion, but they're saying things like she's a slut, she's my
What
homie
would
nutted on
bother
her
me? Like,
face
I
and
don't want
stuff
my
like
wife to
that.
be called a slut. I mean, I don't know what you're getting at here.
It's basically saying I'm
I
other
think you got
people's
trampled on
opinions.
this. Now you're just trying to
No,
backpedal
I'm
back.
telling you the conversation.
It's
You just
over. It's
backtrack.
over. It's over. We
It
can just
just
go to
doesn't make
something
any
else.
sense. I totally
It's
forgot what the
over.
hell we were even talking about in the first place.
I think it's just supposed to be about, is marriage worth it? So
Oh
it's
yeah, that's what we're talking about.
obviously I think it makes a lot more sense in a religious perspective to get married. But in Brian's perspective, it makes no sense to get married in a secular society where all they care about is pleasure because why get stuck to one person? I mean, why get committed? Why lose half your stuff? It doesn't make any logical sense. Why lose your kids in a way?
If you look, man, if you love a girl, I don't think you need to have a ring, uh, show whatever marriage or marriage
Okay,
license
well,
or
what if?
ring
Hold on,
or
let me
show
give you a
what you want.
scenario. What if your girl really wants it, and she's like, "I want to know you're committed," and by doing that, by showing you're committed, um, we can take this relationship further. I really love
Taking
you,
further
and
out, taking further out. What's
take it
more further?
further. Like
Well,
we
having a
could
kid.
have kids. We could have a family.
Whose decision is it up to have a kid? Who busts the nut inside the female?
Well,
Who?
yeah, but she's
Who
telling you
decides
this.
when to
She's
have a
not
kid?
going to let you. She's not going to do anything. She's going to take birth control unless you're married. I mean, she could do that. I mean,
She could, but that's when the guy is basically, like I said before
and
in
or
the
she
previous
can just not
episode,
want sex at
it's
all.
up
She's
to
like, you know what?
the
Take it to
woman.
the next level.
Yeah, but like I said before, the guy hold all the power when it comes to relationships. Again, who proposes to the woman? Who
Yeah,
proposes to the woman? The man.
I
The
mean,
man
she could
holds
say
all the power.
no. She
The
could say
man
no.
basically says who I can start a family with.
She could say no.
She can say no, but then why are you going out with the guy?
I'm just saying, like, going back to the scenario, if this is what she really wants, would you do it?
No,
So you don't really love her then.
no, I'm not risking my assets.
So you really, I mean, this is a very good point right here. Okay, Brian just laid it down.
Let's say,
Hold on. Let me finish this point, and you can go on. Brian laid it down perfectly, right? He said he's putting his purpose in his life first, right? His purpose is his assets, getting money. That's his first purpose. Second is probably his wife, his girlfriend, whatever. If the girlfriend and the wife get in the way of the first purpose, the man has to go with his first purpose. That shows what a real man is. That's respect, and the woman will love that. If you put her above all that stuff, she's gonna lose respect for you right freaking there. She's like, really? You put me above your purpose? I'm the number one thing in your life. They might say that's what they really want. Oh, I want to be on the pedestal and whatever. But no, that's not what they really want. They really want you to be focused on your purpose first, and that's what attractive to a woman.
yeah, I basically thought you were gonna go the opposite way, but yeah,
I know I
basically,
tricked you there. You
no,
actually said what I wanted you to say. Good.
yeah, but no, I agree with what you're saying. And again, it's I've statistically most people settle, right? You can agree with that. Most people settle.
Uh,
So listen,
I don't know.
chances are, realistically, chances are, if you look at probability, you will always find a girl that you'll find more attractive, who's more compatible with your personality, who you have more fun with than the person you're with, most likely.
Yeah. Well,
Okay, so chances are
but
there'll always be someone else that you'll find better for you.
are you talking about from a man or a woman?
For both,
Right.
for
So,
both,
but we were speaking about earlier how women are like that, right? They're never settling, and men are most likely to settle. But
which
now,
actually is going to bring me to my question.
okay, fine, go.
So let's say if you're married, but let's say you find the most beautiful girl, best personality, who fits every one of your needs and desires. Would you leave? Let's say there's no kids involved. Would you leave her for this girl? And you know it's going to work out. Let's say it's going to work out. Would you leave her for the perfect girl, basically?
No, because if I get with the next one, you got to think of hindsight. You go to the next one, and then you're like, you find another one that's even more perfect, and you're like,
No, no,
oh,
no. Let's say this one you're not settling with. Let's say this one's not settling. This is like a catch. This is like, wow, I
yeah, but
went fishing, I pulled a whale. Let's
it's
say
not.
something like that.
It never really happens like that because, like I was saying earlier, you have to be settled with good enough. That's how you're truly happy. You know,
Okay.
because
Is it
if you're in a relationship and always looking for something better, you're not happy with what you have.
no,
You'll
now
never
let me
be
ask
happy.
you, is it because you're married or is it more difficult or if you're in a relationship it'll be easier?
It's the
If
same
you're in
thing.
a relationship, would you do it? But in a marriage, it ties you down. Do you feel like if you're in a relationship, not a marriage, would you do it?
It's the same. I mean, I
No,
haven't
no,
been
it's
in
not
a
the same thing.
relationship
If you're
for so
married, you're
long.
saying religious is basically you can't. There's
Yeah,
no.
if you're just free boyfriend girlfriend, I don't think it matters. You
But
could
would
just
you do it
go.
if you're just a relationship?
I'll just leave. Yeah.
Okay, so you're basically saying also marriage basically holds you back from potentially
No,
finding.
that's not what I'm saying.
That's
Again,
basically what you just admitted
no,
right
I'm
there.
not.
Let's go.
You're straw
Let's
manning
go.
again.
Let's
So
go.
I never said that. So let me say what I said. So if I was a boyfriend girlfriend, yeah, you made a point. Sure. So a boyfriend girlfriend, you're gonna go for the next best, right? Which leads to more depression because you're never settling. It's
No,
never
no, no,
good
no.
enough.
That's
You go
exactly
to the
why
next one. You go to the
That's
next
why
one.
you're not depressed anymore because you are not settling.
It's afraid of commitment is what it is. You don't want to commit. You see something a little bit better, and you're like, oh, now I need to go to that one. You leave your relationship, you go to that one, and then you're like, oh, now I need to get something better. You're never happy with what you have. And in marriage, you're already happy. You don't need anyone else. That's it.
Why are you happy? You got
You find
married.
something that might be
No, no, no.
better.
Why?
All right, whatever.
Why? No, 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 no. Why are you happy? We just said statistically most people settle. They literally just settle
Well,
for like.
doesn't
So
mean if you settle, you're not happy. People are happy are settled because they're happy. So
let's say you had all these dreams and aspirations of being a football player, right? That's what really makes you happy.
well, but you
Let's
sit
say,
there.
let's say you couldn't make it and you settled with being a car dealer. Yeah, it's fine. You know, it's you're happy, but are you really happy? You settle to become a car dealer. Yeah, it's paying the bills. It's fine. It's an okay job. It doesn't piss you off. But it's not what you wanted. Are you really happy?
You could be happy with what you have. It depends on your attitude. You're like, oh, I'm making money. This is good. I like it. I don't need to be a football player. It all depends on the person's attitude and perspective.
So you're basically saying
You
you have
could
to
be a
trick your
car
mind.
dealer. Hold on. You could be a car dealer and always thinking about being an NFL player. And yeah, of course, you're not going to be happy. But if you're a car dealer and you're like, you know what, I didn't become an NFL player, but I'm happy with my job. I have kids. I have enough money. I'm happy. I'm competent. Um, and all this, then you're happy and you just live your life. The people who keep looking back on the past and say, oh, I could have done this, I could have done that, or looking to the future, they're not happy. They're depressed. So you have to settle sometimes and just be happy with good enough. This is good enough. People have it worse than me, and just have that inner peace because you'll go crazy without it.
It's
Hadouken.
no, it's. I get what you're saying. A lot of times, it's just
Yeah,
how you look at things.
yeah, it's definitely a perspective thing. It
Yeah, but
depends on the
again, you
person.
can look. You can live on an island, right? You can live on an island, and you can have like a little shitty shelter, and you live by yourself, and you have food, which you just go fishing and you eat, and you have water, and you can say, "Hey, look, I'm happy. Look, I have shelter. It's crappy, but you have shelter,
Exactly.
you have water." But again, is it really true happiness? Is it
It
really like
depends. Yeah, I
again?
mean,
It's a lot of times you have to trick your brain, which is actually something I want to talk about later on in a different episode about
sure,
what is
but
true
like
happiness.
what you're saying is it's a subjective thing. Like happiness to someone else could be different for another person.
Yeah.
Like happiness just depends on your situation. A poor guy will be happy he found $10, but to Bill Gates, he's like, "What the heck, $10?" Like it's just a different perspective of and experiences that people go through. You can't put a definite term on what happiness is.
That's true. So, moral of the story, basically,
If you're religious, get married. If you're not, don't get married.
if you're rich, don't get married. If you're poor, find yourself a rich girl so you can take half of what she has. Basically, that's basically it, right?
Sure. If you like
That's
what we talk about, comment. If you disagree, agree. One of our sides, leave a
actually.
comment.
Let me ask you this really quick. Quick question before
Okay.
we go. You basically said if you're not religious, don't get married. Let's say if you're a broke boy and you're going out with a girl who's super rich, would you want to get married?
If you're a broke boy and the
And
girl,
the
and she
woman makes
likes
a lot of money.
everything.
The woman makes a lot of money. Would you go out with her? Would you want to get married?
I mean, sure, why not? And then like
you for the gold digging slut that you really are.
Okay, all right.
maybe yeah.
All right, let's go. All right, we just finished this episode. Thank you guys very much. Tune in next time.